Tarendaba also ane chuju jambi chudu naba tang ane yang chatu ne siteri chudu naba tsamalaya ane gomi tsandri atastele sho.
First of all, I would like to say Tashi Delek to everyone, those who are right now here and also on the online. So everyone say Tashi Delek to everyone.
다 다리 ngasoda na sheya ki joshi de beji na dengi kechi tugu ngzinchi lalu kor ane telma joshi ti tone tari telma shuyare sha.
So today's topic is on reincarnation. So according to Tibetan traditions, how they how they're doing reincarnations. The topic is on reincarnation.
Tati indi tanda peji natingi ta tugung nzenche langlu te kor te ta tiki jajung tang te tang drewe ke nechu tangbo kashi chi se she tang te tang drewa yoba ga chi shukya chi chagyo re.
So before we start the lecture on reincarnation on Tibetan traditions, Tibetan tradition reincarnations, I would like to say something about before some with which is related with the reincarnation process.
Ta te jachung ta te ki ta nambe ki peji na ten ki tuku nganze shiwa de sama peji namba ki tatu ki tang jawa ki chago yorwa ta. Ane te yundu sama lo ta te jawa ta tangbo kono tuku nganze chiya te kasu papa peji na ten ki tuku nganze siya te chi chen koma nang ane chi ko ta gomba zubi ki jeso ayangjar ta tendri kontrol hayang ayangsi ki ngunzing jechu te kol ta shoya yindu tamala ta te jawa gomi ki yangsi ngunzing chebala te la ya jawa ngachi chi yogyunge sheba chi chagore.
So in Tibetan traditions, for example, if some great master, when he passed away, so in a few years, someone is reincarnated as a reincarnation of that great master. So it's related with we have to little bit go inside into what we said about the past life. Future, we have to, it's depend on, it's related with the what we say, karma also, and it's also related with the past, and it's related with the reincarnation.
Te yundu jawang hachi chi yokoya shawachi. Ta tende ki jawang hachi yongdang te yang, ane ya le junde ki to ne yongkoya. Ta le junde te yang ta jawa sangye gi to ne yongdang te le gide le ane drawo jawa sangye tende sini yonggo yorwa.
So also it shows that it's related with the past and future life, say earlier reincarnation, and also it's related with the karma, and everything are depend on cause and condition. So it's saying that it's for the thing about the reincarnation, we have to understand about the past and future lives as well as karma, the cause and conditions.
That the ki le junde ki yongtang teyang kal ten de orasana o junde ki dawala te koyor. Junde le junde se junde ki dawala te ne yongoyor. Ta junde ki dawa teyang ta ngobo chi yin chen che ni la ane korang rangshi te dhubi kaso ane ta jojengi dhubala tene che jojengi dhubala tene chogu yore jojengi dhubala tene nebala ane chene ne karsa dhune ne sayate ane jojengi jebala tene ane jojengi tone ane jindu korta kanda ngobo chi chadu tamalo jojenla tene choba chi chagore tegi tone ane doje ki rangshin le ya jeba neba jiba sayate o tende sine ta zayu tosa ngobo kang da kang rang choba ne jojenla tene choba tang jiba teyang jojenla tene jiba neba teyang jojenla tene neba o tende chi ki
so as we see, there's living things, everything are not only living, all the things are depend on cause and condition, right? So the things which, for example, is still now, what we say, the things what we are saying is all are depend on cause and condition. So through the cause and condition, it will be still here, and in the future also it will be it's also impermanent. The impermanence means slowly it will be disappear. It's also depend on the cause and conditions. So the all living things, all things are depend on cause and conditions. They are when they are what we say, the whatever things we see is also depend on cause and conditions, and when it disappear, it's also depend on cause and condition. Means everything are depend on cause and condition.
Ta jogin rabu chetang teyang ane yoa mebe lo jaba lo yoa yewe toni mahimba ane ta lo karse kore tam pena jabo jitengi jaba bola soba tende ki yoa la tene jo tende la tene jawa mahimba chiche ane jo teyang tabi jole me jaba me tabi jole jawa che ane metabi jote yang rang thimbi ke jole jawa ma do rang me thimbi jole me jawa o tende ki ta jo choba ji thimbi jo choba la tene ane debo ane ji to dia ji jonde ki ta ji rang yin se ko ji te ki rodang da tende ji chago.
So now when we talk about the cause and condition, so it's not like the in Buddhism we didn't believe in the creator, right? So the cause and condition is not like it's like someone has just created everything, all the things are not created by someone. So, and the second one, the cause and condition should be not like a permanent. So the cause and conditions are also impermanent. So all the things are, the result is also impermanence because of the cause and condition. So the karma is, for example, the things, their cause and conditions are also impermanent. So the creator as well as what we say, the cause and condition, as earlier, the cause and condition, everything are impermanent. So through a same, for example, if you want to cultivate rice, you have to put the seed should be the rice, right? So it will give the same result. Means if you put something else and you want say that in your field, for example, in your field, if you want rice, if you have to put the rice. The seed should be a rice, right? So if you put something other things and you want other things, it not possible. So the cause and condition should be same as it's depend on the result should be result must be depend on cause and condition.
다 딘데기 오보 라진기 조당티 토네 준데체 준데라 때네 다 딘데기 단테게 레 준데체 데도 상엘레 아니 자와 상에 딘데스네 레게요 바진 다와치 토네다 두고글 알로세야 된 다와 딘데치 용데거도 다 데인데 다 데나라 가르스나 다 단다 자와 하체 다 요바데 아니 나주 베지나데ン야치 telea jusen da bot japan da bot chelia yonda da rapan da bot shoba yana ani chawa leje ge ada chawa hamane den del hami gi che po ne center chawa lemba ta ani cende che po ne ani chawa chemala roya se derwa da che chawa ha che se derwa tinde da che Hami Chepone Jawa Delea condition Yores Bayana and a Telea and a Jawang Hama or Gombe Tone, Dada G Legat Dajin Pena G Kashi Po Kashi Zamutea Gabo Kashi Koranliaji Shen Shana Gabo and Kashi Yachi Damada Missy Tinde Yodia Teso Jawa Hami Komba Latene ko dawa cha ni tante gi tsendala te komba tende shuchembo le de ata
so the cause and condition when we talk about the reincarnation it is related with cause and condition and also with the karma, right? And also is related with the past and future life, means reincarnation. So there are many examples we can find that there's a what we say reincarnation means a past and future lives are there still. For example, if you see when you see a small children, right, or some children, or otherwise not only children but also in some humans, so they are a little bit means what you may say they have something little bit special. So some are very familiar with some things and some are not familiar with their things, right? So this shows that when he is means from his action we can find that because in some children also you find that they are at the young age they are familiar with some things, some type of different actions. So it gives it's a show us a message, it gives us some means what we say is knowledge that he is familiar with that one, means he has some familiarization in earlier past life. So that is why he is familiar with those things. For example, some are very excited, very happy to play, some are not, some are in younger children we can say some are in the young age they are very what we say some are very happy to reading, some are happy to writing, some are they are in different ways, they have a different what we say actions or the different things we can see at the young age. So it shows that he is familiar with these things in past life. That is why he is some for example some children is very excited and some are very happy to reading, right? So reading, it means from his action we can understand that he in the past life he is very familiar with these things. So otherwise all the children are same, but some are very different. So from that action we can find that there's some some reincarnation or past life is still there.
Tade ta gomba gi tone yang tanda tene chi tone jawa hama gitan jawa yoba chi chagdo ta nyele ho sons de tamala ta ngodo na she tende sne je tene male le de tamala na she hama ta ga na she hama de chamale je ta nyele chale ya na she chi ki tone ya jundes ne dawa chi chagor ma do chi na she mai ki chi ge na she jo chene ane yonta medi tamala sente ge na she de che cheme ge na she le nyele la tene to de wa chi o tinde chi tone yang jawa hama yodya ki ta tindichi sam sanu tandego.
So when we say about the reincarnation, so as earlier, it depends on cause and condition. So the cause is, there's in Buddhism we say that the subtle mind, the mind has a different level. The subtle mind, who just pass to the persons and person to the future. It's just it's the subtle mind. It's what we say. It's it comes from past life to the future, and past to the persons and person to the future. So there is one the mind has a subtle different levels. The subtle mind, it's what we say. It travels, like it's a travel from past to the persons and person to the future.
Ta nyuang ngosong ste zamolo ta chenghama chendele ya chawang hama gi ta chi chawang hama tende ya joro tende ya ta tanda ngazu nanju ngazu ta hakode ya sikura ta tusong tende ya tenele ya mama jaga tabale ya ane pogo chige namete pogote korangi chinzi metsang chigi baba ki jawa yinba bugo chungchung kane chi metsang chinzi tsalan dogo yo ko pagi taba ki ko nang pagi yo seya sidaya tindri ki tohne jele bugote korangi baba tiki ta bugote tine ko chinzi tsalan dogo sijagi chinzi tsalan dohne ane korangi pagi liya de ko chalan dabo yimba tang korangi de pogo tende yore seya dabo tang korang desa tende re seya ki tende ki ngote chene a chugo tanda korang pogo de baba de tang chinzi ki korang pagi baba de ki jawa yin seya ki korang so metsang ni de pa ran dabo chene be yang chenbo tende she de ya ki tusong nyacha kecha tende re.
So there's a real story in India. It present accident in India that one of the child, he at the young age when he just start talking, so he said that he is the father of never house. So at first the family member think he just is a young child and he is just kidding, or like he don't know what he is saying, right? But when he say many things about the past life, so later they just take their children to the neighbor house, and then they have found many what we say, they have many accidents when they talk each other, and they found that different strange things are happen. So they found that maybe he's a reincarnation of means what is it? It's a reincarnation, right? So reincarnation of the neighbor fathers. So there's many stories in right now we have many real stories happening in this world. So it all give us like a knowledge that there is a reincarnation, and there should be there is what we say, the past and future life also.
Ta tanda ngaso densa le ya ngaso tasang nalo le ina ya ane ngaso tawachi yu koran ge ta chinzi dewa ki momo chi ki ane jawa yinba ta momo te ki name ta ane tanda tawati ki name te so paru le ra chwe ne ane jelo momo te ki pomo te ki tanda ngaso tasang tawati le ki che to che gomba le tawati ya tawati pogo taba gomba nalo le ya taba choya tang ani tanda koran pogo tawati ani gishi tango tanya tang chama homa momo te ki pomo te ki chama che yorda.
In our monastery there's a monk. He said that the monk saying that he is a reincarnation of it's like a reincarnation, right? In past life, he was grandmother of the neighbor house. So later, then through many, investigation, they like an investigation also. It's like an investigation, right? They talk in many questions, and they found that he is the reincarnation of the neighbor house grandmother. So earlier the grandmother has grandmother has. She has one lady. So right now the lady think that means he is doing like that. The monk is like her own mother. He feel like that. The lady who still now he is in India. So she feel that the monk is like is her own mother. So yeah, the monk is. Later they find that. Through investigation, they say that the monk is a grandmother of grandmother is a young old lady, right? Sorry, not a grandmother. Is an old lady of never old lady. So later he in the presence he is right now he is a monk.
Chedate momo ta ajati ki Quran amagi chawa yimba. 다 모두 제네 그런 아자티기 그런 아마 단다 보고때 안에 잡을 쪼야다 안 잡을 쪼차에 제로야 안에 그런 기시 땅고 땅야다 안에 단다 딘데스네 용돼야 지래 단다 잡아대 밖에 가서 다상 잡아래.
So later when they investigated, the lady found that the monk is right now the young children, so he is reincarnation of her mother. So then later she helped the young one to become a monk, and in the monastery also she always she helped the young monks. She feel that he is like my mother.
다 간다 다 된데 인도 담을 자왕하치 지 템바당 자왕하치 공발라 템바당 자왕하치 다 나시기 다 주영하만에 될 주투네 용거야기 된데 토네 자왕하치 다 여바 된데 다도나 나빈 나로야 다 된데스네 조선당 다 망보 롱다 리바 망보여 된데세.
So in Buddhism we have lots of explanations, and also there's many what we say through investigation we found that there's a past and future life exist.
다 단다 다 때마세 단다게 두고기 베지나데게 두고 문제게 나로 telea 양 telling 나로 대나기 두고 세야지도 다 두고 세야데 자이기 찬에 두고 세야데 야 산지게 살래야 야 샤고고래 대인도 산지 세야데 맞아 토마 담보 나란서 나진기 코알라 코데 겐기 생진 소지 레타마와 맞주단 기바 레디오레 이나야 코란기 다지 로아시젠라 미빙 히제다 장주기 센다 딘데기 랑 공발라 때네 아니 초사 대장 아니 때네 랑 랭기 되네 아니 타 아니 산지 고방와도 제바 딘데스네요.
So when we say about the tulku is embodiment, right? Embodiment. So in embodiment, actually the embodiment is actually the what we say is a body of Buddha embodiment. The real embodiment, tulku means embodiment is in real embodiment is a body of Buddha. So in Buddhism we said that there's three different types of Buddha bodies. So one of them is tulku means embodiment. So also when we talk about embodiment, embodiment. So it's a relatively it's give us knowledge that it give us a message that earlier the Buddha himself is same as we are right now. So at the first, he generated a supreme mind of enlightenment. In the middle, he accumulate the merit for 3 countless irons, right? And finally, he attained the complete enlightenment. So it's give us a message that he give us knowledge that this through practicing. The Buddha also at earlier he is also same as we are. So through practicing, we also means through practicing we can also get the enlightenment.
Kona sang jaya ki tunda tenya tambo da shang nyi ji shang ju ki sen dan zhuwa senchen na ane dela ki tatu ki dawa le ya gobi ki che to ane sang to jeba ne sonte tar lang duchi ki to ne sang jeba tende chi re de yorwa tende ki lang duchi te yang mo le ya to jeba te ki to ne sosa drijang je tende 상제는 거로 다 초사들이야 초사주들 순항기 초당 예식이 초스는 이사고 그래 대인도 정말라 순항기 초라 때네 아니 되자기 도된 제약이 아니 제도 조국이 나봐 니 두고 그래 아니 예식이 초라 때네 란데 초고세야기 고 텐데 추수주 꼬니 도용 거래
So, for example, Buddha. So, at first he generated the supreme mind of enlightenment. So, at the first, as the earlier, so Buddha is also same as at earlier. He is also same as we. But at that time, he found that I have to do something for all sentient beings. I have to become an enlightened one. Then I can do something for all sentient beings. So. This is the great, he generated the supreme mind of enlightenment. And then in the middle, he accumulation of merit and wisdom. So accumulation of merit and wisdom during his struggle time. So at the end of from the first when generate supreme mind of enlightenment and then become an enlightened one. So during that time, he accumulate the merit and wisdom. So accumulate of merit and accumulate of wisdom. So in Tibetan we say the sonam yitso and ishe yitso. So the accumulate of merit is the result of accumulate of merit is form body. The Buddha body, for helping for doing something like, for example, his teaching. When someone become a Buddhahood, from his form of body, he can appear. We can see his body and we can listen his teaching, right? So the body himself is the body. The Buddha body is the result of accumulation of merit. And then in Buddha has three different types of three embodiment of Buddha, right? Three bodies of Buddha. So one is the Dharmakaya, the real body, Dharmakaya, the truth body, which is ultimately reality. It is unmanifested and formless. This is Dharmakaya. It's is depend on the accumulation of wisdom. So this is the real body, real body, the reality, ultimate reality. So accumulation is just for make you sure that accumulations of merit and wisdom. This is very important because of the accumulation of merit. It will the Buddha body is depend on accumulation of merit, and the Dharmakaya, the ultimate body and ultimate reality of the Buddha is due to the is depend on accumulation of wisdom.
제가 안에 산지지 고방 모두 제야 때 담보 때라야 내 때라야 오미 투비 신강세야기 내내리야 아니 상제 예두고요래다. 대인데 대 오미 투비 신강기 나로 상지야기 꽃텔라 longo chago arta longo ta tende ke longo lomi tubi shikan la shubi ke longo tege doa senjen la tuen chea ki doja tala ane shansen papa jibo tang ane chue sonya ki chue sonya ki chue deyang teba chimo baji ki la tenne ane doja shansen papa kona la ya tende ki tuen zene tende chego yore ane de tang chi ki ta doa senjen tang je la ya ane pende doya ki chego goya tang doja ki ngole ya ma chi doja ngone yang je yang da bo tende yung me song zang ane de ki che do womi li ya longo yoba la yobi ki tone de ki de la tembi ki tupa chi ma jiten khana ma doja ki tuen je ya ki che do tuko na ba sung le gore de la ya tuko sikor tuko tanda longmi liya shooting e tela ya longo sikor ta tingi tela jindun suko sikor.
So when someone become an enlightened one, first he get in Buddhist scripture it mentioned that there's a one highest level of realms. It's a form realms, where in Buddhism, in Tibetan we say augmentu boko beshinkam, akanista, like it's mentioned like the akanista. Akanista in I think in Sanskrit it said the akanista. There's a one realms where all the the Bodhisattvas, when he become an enlightened one, this is the place where all the beings become enlightened one. So it's a highest level of form realms, and it is the land where the Buddha achieved enlightenment and reside. So when someone become when some become enlightened one, that time is called Dharmakaya. So Dharmakaya, the first one is Dharmakaya, but Dharmakaya, is a formless. It doesn't helpful for all sentient beings, right? It doesn't Dharmakaya. Only the enlightened ones can, experience or see each other. The Dharmakaya. So as I say earlier, but when someone, is at the time of Bodhisattva, they have some commitment that in future when I become an enlightened one, I will do something for all sentient beings. The Dharmakaya is now, it doesn't see by the other beings, right? So the Dharmakaya is it's a source, it's a source from Dharmakaya. It's originate. And the second one, is a Sambhokaya. Sambhokaya is we say that Longku in Tibetan, we Longku. So Longku, this one has a limit, something, This one has also is a limit that not only all the sentient beings didn't see them. Only noble Arya, noble persons, and we said the Papa, Chansen Papa, noble Bodhisattvas, those have a potential, those have the potential, they can see and they can listen the teaching from Sambhokaya. So the Sambhokaya is also for all, this is also for, no, it is for only for the, the noble beings, right? So from Sambhokaya, it's like a origin, the main things, and from Sambhokaya, there is like a source, and from Sambhokaya, they will manifest Nirmanakaya. Nirmanakaya. That is a manifestation or earthly body, as we say that Buddha Shakyamuni, right? So the main, the source of, emanations or the main things are is Sambhokaya, who is in augmentu Shinkam, means Akanista, this highest realm, right? The main Sambhokaya, the main is, for example, if we talk about the Buddha Shakyamuni, so the Sambhokaya is Laibu Tamba Thoko, right? Laibu Tamba Thoko is Sambhogaya, who is residing a highest level of realm, right? So the Shakyamuni himself is a Nirmanakaya. So from Sambhogaya is like a source. From Sambhogaya is a manifest many different, so many manifestations on the earth, So they will from Nirmankaya. So from Nirmankaya we listen. Like for example, from Shakyamuni all this teaching of Buddha is we get through Buddha Shakyamuni, right? So these are the three different bodies of Buddha. The Dharmakaya only see by the only enlightened beings we can experience, but then the Sambhogaya, this has some limit, but only a noble beings can listen his teaching. And the Nirmankaya, this is the Buddha Shakyamuni, where we got all this teaching.
Ta chetanga tanda longko tela tembeki ta doja ki tense ki koleya tuko seya teche tendi tuko tela ma doja tense chila tuko naba mandawa song lego ta song teche song de chogo tuko seya de ta sanje ta chi ngoso ane ma doja le ya sanji korango ngosuma dujale ya and den zete ya and sanji shaja toba tapote chok choko ki thone dujala den te dela chok chokos ta chawa choko se ate tende gi choko de ane duja ki den te dela ane chi sinjing na pala tene and dujal den se pena lembo dan jebo dan ge shinye dan lama dan ane atende ke senjing ki nabala ta thone doi den sheding tala jiwi chukos ta zui chukos ate ta senjing dan ta sanji ngosu tende mahin bala yang chi ramo dan ane chi ko dan ane ta tende ta chi nabal chi soni la so ba tende thone ta shenla ki shenla da chosa da tende ki tengi chato tengi thone an dujala dense de ya tela ya ane soy chukos.
So as I earlier, the Sambhogaya serves as a base for the Nirmankaya manifestation. So the Sambhogaya has three different types, the three animation body of Buddha, so the Sambhogaya, right? So these are, one is artisan, emanation, and the second one miscellaneous emanations body, right? And these are the bodies of Buddha. So artisan emanation body of Buddha and miscellaneous emanation bodies of Buddha, and then the supreme emanations body of Buddha. The Buddha Shakyamuni is himself as a supreme emanation Buddhist, in Tibetan we say Chogi Tulku, so who perform the 12 Buddha act. So the supreme emanations bodies of Buddha is the Buddha Shakyamuni himself. So and miscellaneous emanations of Buddha is Kevi Tulku, means there's a so others like emanations are, who are appear as many things in different ways, like some are in animals form or some are in many other different ways. So these emanations bodies are miscellaneous, right? Miscellaneous emanation of Buddha bodies. And there's an artisan emanation. Artisan emanations, for example, from some picture we can get informations, from some, at the time of Buddha, sometimes he manifested, sometimes it's from, from some picture, he gives us a message. From pictures and designs and many things, this give us some knowledge. So it's through his power, through his power. From, for example, there's a story that early time, if you see, there's what we say in temple, you can see there's a cycling existent the mandala. So at first time the Buddha Buddha asked some disciple to make this one and give it to some other king, other king. So when the king got this picture, he there is a power of is a blessing or something that he understands whole his life cycle from the picture. So that type of pictures are like artisan emanation bodies of Buddha.
Naba songi tindigi sogo naba niki tone duja le ya tuen tse te achi legi towa ta nga zo ta tindi pedaba tindi shegi towa ane dawa nangka le shaba tang ane tegi sonyi te cho nalo le ma shaba te dunya cha degi towa ta cha degi towa tetang pe tetang chi tsongki ane omi tobi shenga na longo sanje pe sanje changse papa le ya ane tang desu le ya ane ten zeba tang nyang to ane mage choki chogo tang jiwi chogo tang sui chogo la supa yang nyang to mage ane chogo teki yang duja la ten zeba tende tsongpa res.
So in the scripture it mentioned there's one example that for example in the clear night when the full moon, full moon is at the time when the full moon time, at the time when the sky is clear, when we can see the image of the image of moon in the different in the lakes and oceans and many other small ponds, in every for example many in oceans and many waters like lakes. Right, we can see in the clear night. We can see the image of moon very clearly. So same thing. So the Sambhogaya who live in the highest level of form realms, he said he's like he's a service base of Nirmankaya, right? So he is on the highest. He is reside in the highest realm. In the highest realm, but his manifestation in the whole, in every part of the, in every part of this universe, they are, they are doing, they are, they are helping. They are through teaching in many ways. Through many ways, they help to the whole sentient beings.
chugu den deja ge ten chedan te dawa nangala shaba da sonyi mage chole shane deja ten chaba de chugu deja ge ten chedan te che del pesha da tende ge dawi sonyi de da khamba nalo le ya secha ten de ya chi khamba nalo le secha ten ne chi nalo le khamba nalo le sewa che de ya chi to de ya ane chi chugu ki ane deja le ten ya de da chi deja ten za de peten cha ya che ane so yu to go de dawi sonye de melon la jane melon ki we de ane so le ya pho de ane so yu to go ki deja ten che dan de da dawi ge sonye de rani la sibo dan rani ge la we na jamba na je dan de la ji ke yon khatu ne dawi dewi sonye khurang khatu ma nangana maa chani wena jaya tang ane sibu jaya tang chi tang ane yang dawi sonye te susu ki kamba ki kikung tang tere kusuni ya wena jane rangi chi sibu chaya tang yang dawi sonye te melung la jane melung la tempe ki we te rangi la po ne yang sibu tang ta wena jaya ta sibu jaya ki tere ki tende chewa najin ke ta cholu chugu da chiwi chugu suyu chugu ki deja ki ten sa de pede tende da chi jane ramba da chin tende chena.
Okay, so the three eminent bodies of Buddha when he when we say means doing helping to the sentient beings in different ways. There's one example when we see the full moon, when full moon day, at the full moon at the time, at the night when the sky is very clear, at the time the experience, the pleasant and the wonderful at that time, the wonderful environment when you experience, right, the full moon night. At the time, what you experience direct from the moon light, and actually this one is also take the example moon and sun also. So when the moon there's two different three different ways we can get some experience, right? The first one, we can just get the experience from direct from the moonlight when you are out. For example, when you are outside, so you can feel the clear environment and you feel the pleasant environment, pleasant weather, direct from the moonlight. And also, and the second one, for example, you are inside your house, but through the light, the rays, when the rays and there, what we say, due to the environment, there is something change inside your house also. The environment conditions. From the outside environment, it will also have. I think it's better to use the example of sun. Is better for me to explain you. For example, if you think the sun, if you feel the direct rays from the sun, is also wonderful. Means with the pleasant weather, the pleasant environment, what you feel fun. And the second one, if from the sun rays, when you are inside the house, due to the sun energy, it will also change your environment inside the house also, right? You can also feel some energy inside the house also. The same things as a moon also. So some energy we can feel inside the house also. And the third one is through reflection. So the light from the moon or sun, it reflects to the some things and just reflect to the energy we can get through some reflection point. Right? So from some like the mirror or something, you can get this energy from reflection. So these are the three different examples. It's the same as three emanations body of Buddhas. How the three emanations of Buddha bodies serve, how help to the sentient beings.
tanda de tuku hoya tanda tuku seya kin tuja ki tuen todan de ya sanje dan jawa sanje ki sala ya dan jawa yo tande o tinde sine chago tanda peju tuku na den ki ngje checho ki tuku seya ki tai tuku seya de ya ge sanje sane ya jawa yebe tone de tone tuja la tuen ja dan de tinde sine ki yungu do seya de.
So I want what I have talked about the embodiment, right? So it's the reincarnation or embodiment. It's also related with the Buddha bodies. Means it's also related with the enlightenment. It's also related with the cause and condition also.
Tende ki tuku seya te ki mi ta ma de ne tanda peju na de ki tuku ngi seya ki tanda mi de tende sene ma leju tende re. Ta de ndo tamola ta tende ki ta tanda ngozo peju na de ki tuku ngi seya te sanje sala yebe ki tuku de dan tumbe ki ndoja le ya ane tuen seya ina ta temba le ya chi ta pere tende pe ya ina ta o tende ki ta juma seya ki cheto ane tende sene tuku ngi seya te goba dabo tan josen dabo tende sene har chebu tamba tu tende sene tuku ngi ma yomba tende resha.
So the Tibetan traditions of reincarnation of what we say, the Tibetan tradition of reincarnation is also actually related with the embodiment. So in Tibetan traditions, for example, as Buddha is helping in different ways to the sentient beings through teaching and many other ways helping the sentient beings. The same as in Tibetan traditions, the highest Lama, when someone pass away, we recognize as the young one, new one is always say sorry. For example, in some great master pass away, in a few years later, we recognize young children as a reincarnation of that Lama. So it's also related. It's also related. Means it's also same as Buddha. Help in Buddha manifestation, who serve who help all sentient beings. So through this reincarnation, is also through reincarnation, the great masters like those who pass away in future also he will reincarnate and also helping, also help the sentient beings through his teaching.
Tambote Jawa Kamapa Tuson Chemba ne and Togo Virgin Nading to Togo Chiate Toma Tene Chumba Yambate. That they are Chelo Chiton Jatan Jo or Chelo Chena Tendesene Redwa. Ne de Togo Kamapa Tuson Chemba Kumba Mazo Piki Moleya, Ane Dujanachi, Ane Kamapa Tuson Chembalea, Ane Yanja. Motune Tachi Dujalaya Chi Duenzeya Cheto and Rawata and Jugui in the Shoba Najinki to Chamba Ne and Kumba Mazu Hola Chen Shayata Icha and Dende Unzi Chechota Dende Tone and Togo Kutiniba Kamabar Capishes. O Kamapar Pashi Sedo, Cotinipala, what Cotinipa Kamapar Pashi, and Kamaba to Son Chimbeki Yansin to Mundichaba, Tenesonte, Virgin Nading to go Toma, Tene, and Chomba Teresha.
So this tradition, in Tibetan, to recognize reincarnation, this tradition started in 13th century in Tibet, and 13th century is the first one is Karmapa. The Yawa Karmapa, the first Karmapa, Tosum Kempa. So at a certain point, when he was about to pass away, at the time his follower, his students, they just request him that please be a we want reincarnations, your reincarnations, and for help, for teaching, and in many ways it's helpful for the student, right? So they just request the Karmapa, first Karmapa, Tusum Kempa, in future how can we find your reincarnation? So and that time the Karmapa Tusum Kempa give some sign and some instruction, to give in the future I will be in this form or this, like he gives some signs. So latterly his students recognize Karmapa Pakshi. Pakshi is a second reincarnation of Karmapa Tusum Kempa. So it started in 13th century. So from that time, still now, it's right now the Karmapa is 17 Karmapa. As for example, we said that 14 Dalai Lama, right? So the same is 17. The Karmapa right now is 17 Karmapa.
And Tanda te Pyoji Tukum Nzi Cheba Ranjung Cheba Ranjung Puki Tan Tone Nzi Chate Chawakama Ba Tuzon Chemban Kutugoro Ta Tanda Pomegi Tonea Pyoji Tukum Nzi Chialaya Pomegi Tonena Chelo Chiton Majalo Yayon Tabalaya Ane Sandi Doji Pamo 산디 도지 파모세야 코랑 첸레야 칸도 추진이 마세야지 코랑 다 공바 전에 대 양신들이야 까마 상모 세 콩 단다 안에 산디 도지 파모기 아니 양신 동지 제바 내는 손대 아니 단다 봄에기 토니 다지 두고 길랑로데 종바 된대래샤.
So in Tibetan traditions, when we say about the reincarnation, not only with the male one, but also we have a female reincarnation also. So it started in 15th century. So there's something doje pamo, the kando chugi dreme is the one female, great master, the female. So later we found a Gonsa, Kunga Sangmo is a reincarnation of something doje pamo kando chugi dreme. So in 5th century we have a female reincarnation also.
Tende sandi doje pamo tanda yansi tanda pado jawa koti Joni pado do sare Joni.
So still we have something doje pamo reincarnation is the 12th reincarnation of something doje pamo we have.
And then teaching tanda jawa rmuchena penchen rmuchena ba choya ani koti juji pado pediore jawa rmuchena ani penchen rmuchena koti da juji pa tendesini pediore.
So it's the same as we have His Holiness also 14 Dalai Lama, and also the Penchen Rinpoche is also 11 Penchen Rinpoche.
Da dinde yende da danda deso ganga da ji teko ge langlo ge tone ngde chene kuti dinde na je pete ba dinde cha de yore. Da nga zo tanyesa danda dile shobayena danda jaji loche rinpoche kong trabuchi na kong kotin tambo gomba mazo ki ngole ya ani nga muzi chego na jema jambi chunji loto lo chode chinge jaba pogo tinde chi nga loche rambuchi yin se chi le yongre te male pado chana so nga loche rambuchi yanse le ya dabo majo sine tinde sine kotin tambo gomba mazo ngola tinde sine songo.
So all these examples are is related with the reincarnation. So we have one great master, Rinpoche, Losho Rinpoche, Chui. Losho Rinpoche, it's a right now we have is a young one. It's almost 10 or 11 year age. But this one is the third one. But the second one, the second one. So the second one, when they recognize the second one, the first Losho Rinpoche already said that in future, if the young children said, I am a reincarnation of Losho Rinpoche, and he has memorized all the, there's a one sutra, it's a Manjushri Sutra, Jambal Senchot. It's not an easy one, but actually if you just memorize one who memorize and chant it, recite, it takes almost 5 to 10 minutes, and not a 10, I think 10, 12 minutes. So it's almost 20 pages, So and the first Losho Rinpoche said that in future, if someone comes and said that the young children said, I am a reincarnation of Losho Rinpoche, and he has already memorized all this sutra, the 15, I think it's 15 minutes or 20 minutes of chanting. If you have all this memorized, already had, then you can recognize the reincarnation of mind. Otherwise, no. So the second one is through his guidance, we, select, we recognize as the reincarnation of Losho Rinpoche.
Jawang Hama Jichen Tambo Koranko Mazu Holia, and the Tindis in the Kachi Shane, and the Muzi Jetan, Kitone, and the Muzi Jetan Chindua. And it Demazita Jaba Korang Mone, and Lama Tati Yansi is in Koranki, Lama Komaki, Tachi, Luji, Tindi Puchunjukane, Tindi Temba Tindema, and the Lane, and the Ratredoya. tindik tone ya tukung ngi che ya ta yang ana la la me long ten la ten ne tukung ngi che ya ta ani che che tamba ji che tamba jor mo chen ta bo ji gi ta ji yi shi gi jing tone ani pha gi jaba de gang che chen de gi tukung ngi den de sen pama me na me nang gi me chama ra tu tone ani jaba de ani che chen de gi yang se re sen tindik tone ngi che ta ya ji
So there's a process to recognize the reincarnation, right? So there's a different process. Sometimes the Great Master, when he was about to pass away, he just gives some sign that I will be reincarnated in the form of in this place or like that. He gives some sign, and sometimes the young children, they say that I am the reincarnation of that one, and he's what the young children talking, there's a little strange and very different. So from their sign also we can recognize as a reincarnation, and sometimes with the help of oracles and some rituals also. Through rituals and oracles also we can recognize the reincarnation of the Great Master. And sometimes for example His Holiness, from His Holiness also also sometimes it's said that he is a reincarnation of that master or that master, like that. So maybe you have some question that I am the also reincarnation of our Great Master. So maybe you have some questions. Means you have some, you want to know something about this one. So I will.
ane jogan de la cha che de tindichi yebikala kene ane ngara baba ki sega ki jalo ne ma pa ne ane te ane cha che de ane te ya tindesne jalo ne thang chimbare do.
So he means the Rinpoche, his own experience on what we say. There's his father, he is saying that, when he was very small, young age, they are in main Lhasa, at the capital of Tibet, right? Lhasa, there's one temple, Chokang. So he is on his father bicycle, right? Bicycle, they are just riding the bicycle around the Chokang. So at a certain time, he just ran out from the bicycle and he just catch one nun. There's one nun who is doing some procession at the Chokang. So he just hold it.
That anite that Chokang delia chat or that Pelhaza daba Chokang lia chat saga yonkin that she come down onto that Lasaran that Kazakan and Mambuchi Chokang delia chat sa tinichego Peli and that Chokang de dodgy thing children Kazakane Chokazakane chat saga yonde tinichire.
So in Lhasa, the many part of other, like the Kham and many other parts of Tibet, the people come. It's a holy place, so people come to visit, the holy place, and also they doing procession in Lhasa, in the Chokang. So the nun, the nun who. So the many people come to the Lhasa to just, to pilgrim, right? It's a holy place.
That did not did the Chunjung da Loseling, she's Memes Tabarisha, and take Annelia, there is a tam net in the Chidisama Anegita, and Koran Chape, somebody to the chat said to Tamala Koran, Tabajan, Pochi, in this child, Malia Karichagos and did Koran. Chatsiala Chichuan Rabuchi, Jan Rabuchi, Nabokone, a Kadutelia traditional law is
So at first, we just hold the nun, she is doing some prostration, so he is doing something, the religious matter, and so he just hold it. He's saying that at the time his father said he's almost 4 or 5 years at the time. So 4 or 5 years he just hold it. And the nun, who are doing some prostration, she thinks that what is this the young children is doing? And then he said that you remember me, you recognize me.
nangu segor tel nangu ni insia tindesne la ane te ko komate ana gonsa gomba ke shambu chi imba te milia giden choda se o nga giden choda ni insia o tindesne ane tel la sha
and he said that actually this all later he found from all these things what happened at that time. His father and his nun, and they talked to Rinpoche that at the young age you saying like that, right? So at the time just hold it, and the nun said, "Who are you?" And he said that you recognize me. I am the Gendun Choda. I'm a Gendun Choda, means earlier master of Gonsa monastery. So yes, earlier is a great master in Gonsa. Earlier one is a great master of Gonsa monastery. So he said the nun, and that do you recognize me? I am the Gendun Choda, the earlier Gonsa Rinpoche, right? Gonsa.
Ta ane tan misi kita nga ko koma dan jawa khande chungusna ni ko koma ke nang ke ane re de ane de tanda.
So how he recognized means there's a relation with that nun and the Rinpoche, earlier Rinpoche, Gonsa Rinpoche, because they are from one house, one house. They are relatives. The nun and the earlier Gonsa Rinpoche is, they are relatives.
One family,
from one family.
Same family, yeah. Then, that in ane Quran ane tegi ane ta Gonsa Gomba ne ya le degen ki hasa le ya le degen ki chanju dang de thaba dang tende tuju tata chile ya hasa le ya ane kanju dang tenju tende lokha yong ki tuju dang tata ka ke yodo tende ane ki tende sin loju chi Gomba ki chanju dang khotula tende sin la sha.
So when she found all these things happened, right? So later she just contact to the administrators of the Gonsa monastery. The Gonsa monastery is in Kham. So during sometimes in Tibet, sometimes the people at a certain time, the people come to pilgrim or to the Lhasa. So at that time, the administrators and some other monks from the Gonsa monastery come to Lhasa. They are also at the Lhasa. So Ane, the nun, she talked all the story about all this, what happened to the administrators and all other monks of the Gonsa monastery.
Ane Korangi Jojo te Jagalia nga yodewa nga ge gent reta ko komade ngi kituche tanda koran aneki jojo gishe ngi gen tende red an koran ya gishe koran jojo gishe le an tawat che ne an koran gishe gi an tende gi ngaram epo nga po ti kal me ta an loju da thama an ya gosa chule ya tende se nyede shone an tagarang gosa chuki te trime ki thone an mutin che ba tende se.
So when the nun told all the story to the monastery and the other monks and administrator, then they later contact to one of the monks actually he's right now he's on he's not right now in the monastery, but the monk who take here Rinpoche, the Rinpoche, right? So they contact to that monk, and then they also talk all the story about what happened to the monks, and then later that monk take them his name and everything, and they just consult, means they talk all the things to give to His Holiness Dalai Lama, right? And we found this type of stories in the Tibet. You see, reincarnation of Gonsa, earlier master. So that His Holiness said that he is a real reincarnation of Gonsa Rinpoche, and then he is recognized as a reincarnation of earlier Gonsa Rinpoche.
Oh, that is right. Ngarangi gen te ta ane diki chochore there. Te ta ngunzi ta jawarmachi ngunzi nangpa son te ane Koran gen ma lhasa le ne ane nga ti ne ko gonsa gompa le ma desi ne ma tindu re.
So the monk who are at that time who are in India is actually the elder brother of the nun, right? The nun who who has the nun who means what we said, that through the nun we find him, right? So the nun actually is a younger sister of the monk who are in India. So later when His Holiness clear everything, so the monks who are in India, he go back to Lhasa and then take Rinpoche to his earlier Rinpoche's monastery and come.
다 마 gengi Lhasa ni ma payu kumbala tindu samala payu kumba ngoma te dachi mojo ngago yani tabala ya da doshi kumba mambo doshi jabe te nalo ne kumba ya doshi jashawa ji chadio tu da kumba niba dosha tili tabala ya gengi tin pa dobare 대저도 참말로 다 공발 도시 참마 도시 저 공발에 상당 되게 같이 지마도 하메도 참말로 아니 다지 나도 총총로 다 조 이나 된다 바진사 되게 다 상한테 하도 되게 질리야 내 호망아 대사 된데 기 장을 했으네 아니 고자기 타바 gem바다 겐다 도솔이야 되겠네 라네 아니 대 양생다고 되게 총샤.
So later when they took Rinpoche to Gonsa, Gonsa, the monastery where is real monastery in Kham, the monks who are in India, they come to Lhasa and took him to the real his own the Gonsa monastery. So at the time, during 1959, everything are destroyed. Many monasteries and everything are destroyed. So he was at the time 5 or 6 age. So when his teacher take him to the earlier the monastery is damaged, destroyed everything. So he's saying that this is my place, and where I staying, this is my place. The strange thing happened. So all these things are right now. He said that all the things are he didn't know. Right now he didn't remember anything, but all these things are mentioned by his teacher. So at the time you are 5 or 6, you are talking like that. You are talking like that. That's why from those reasons we recognize you as a reincarnation of earlier Rinpoche.
다리 가서 다 페이지 나den기 조금 문제 제초콜 다데 시야기 조다데 마랑기 라와다보다 데 가르쇼였으나 다 페이지 나den기 조금 로지 대시발라 때네 다 남바 소소 남바 인바 다부터 인바이나 아니 되게 토네 아니 자왕 하체다 레전데다 아니 야 소소 생체 되게 탐에 받지 인바이나야 되게 다지 니제다 상주게 생냥네 제발 때네 안 탕어바 좀 상체지 여봐 어 되게 기 예체니야기 지 사변 잡았지 되게 질이야 예체니야기 되게 So through this lecture, I
my main aim, my main aim is if you are practicing Buddhism or not practicing, it doesn't matter. But if you are practicing Buddhism, it will really helpful to understand about the reincarnations, right? And karma, the cause and condition, everything's depend on cause and condition. And these are the main things I want to. It's my aim that you can understand these things, and also I want to means my aim is to give you understanding about that we have a potential to become an enlightened one. From as earlier said that the Buddha himself earlier, he is also same as we are. So from this topic, I want to. This my aim that you will understand all these things very clearly. Then we hope we have a potential to become an enlightened one. And those who are not practicing or not, those are not related to any Buddhism, but it will give some message that everything, just know about the knowledge for others. Those who are practicing other religions, it's just a given message, or just like what we say, it's a knowledge to understand this certain things are happening in this world.
Doden kandi chegu yobatan tinde ki tole ya chi kwa ra san chi dan tele ya chi yang yi chi ni yang do botan tele ya ti tone ani laja ra ya do botan tinde ki ta asane tinde thama ta chi sane sambo chi dan sane notri me ba chi da tinde thama ta chi los yabu chi ta sanje temba dan sanje ge ro la ta chi doden ya ki tu tenya dan ta jaw nga chi tenya da tu so kanga nga su gi ta chu chi jema ji chade tende gi ta nga zu san na tam ki gyawa de solia ji san ji kama ji tang da tende sen ta nga xie ba de tsama.
So at the end, what we have talked earlier about the reincarnation and cause and conditions, and how the Buddha, how the Buddha helped sentient beings through different ways, all the things, this all, just remember these things for a few 1 minute, and then just how the Buddha's bodies, how the reincarnation, everything's what happened, what kind of knowledge we got today. Just remember those all the knowledge for 1 moment. Just remember.
다 딘데기 산에 다 가차 가시 땅 되게 다 겨와 지토거래 딘데 겨와 때다 저와 세제 단지 동에다 저와다 대위 살을 거와 아니 다 딘데기 대위 살을 거야기 그 토야기 다 산지지 고판때 아니 라니기 토야기 아니 졸은 토야기 딘데스는
So at the end we conclude our collective benefits, So if you during 1 hour, more than 1 hour, we just talk something which is it's a good knowledge. So all these things, when you think about those things, we can get some merit. So let conclude this merit for the benefits of all sentient beings. May all sentient beings get peaceful life and happy, and everyone get a happy and peaceful life. Just we can conclude this collective benefit.
相求生求生不结嘛结巴呢结就是结完年吧过年空头别我修看日上有过于新加坡平等到我马林中原的这类是我定的下月是的把都点就去